If you're an older man, your body is quietly sending you signals. Some obvious, others surprisingly easy to miss. Have you ever caught a strange new scent on yourself? Or wondered why certain parts of your body seem to change shape over time? These subtle shifts aren't just quirks of aging, they reveal deeper truths about your health and well-being. Today, we're uncovering 4 unexpected signs of aging that every man should know. The third one? It's something most men overlook until it's too late. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. 1. The unmistakable scent of time. Let's begin with something unexpected, a scent. Have you ever entered a room and caught a faint, grassy, almost waxy aroma, one that lingers even after the air clears? If you've spent time around older adults, perhaps in a warm, familiar senior living home, you may have noticed it. This isn't about hygiene or strong cologne, it's something deeper, embedded in the biology of aging. As men grow older, their bodies produce a unique compound called nonenal. This subtle scent forms when fatty acids in the skin break down under oxidative stress, a scientific term for the gradual wear and tear our cells endure over time. For some, it's barely noticeable. For others, it's a distinctive fragrance, reminiscent of old books or weathered wood. Consider Richard, a 74-year-old retired engineer with a curious mind and a knack for fixing things. A few years ago, he began to notice an odd, persistent scent clinging to his freshly laundered shirts. His granddaughter, always honest and playful, once quipped, "Grandpa, you smell like books and wood." At first, Richard blamed his cologne or a new detergent. But even after switching brands, the scent remained. Eventually, he realized the truth. This scent wasn't coming from anything he used. It was part of him, a new chapter in his body's story. Science confirms Richard's experience. Research shows that nominal production starts subtly after age 40 but becomes more pronounced by the 70s. Unlike the sweat-driven odors of youth, which bacteria feed on, nominal comes from oxidized skin oils that stick stubbornly to skin and fabric. Regular soaps aren't designed to break it down. That's why even the cleanest older men might notice a lingering scent. Aging skin renews itself more slowly, holding on to these oils longer than younger skin does. What can you do? While you can't stop nonenal entirely, you can manage it. Specialized soaps that dissolve excess oils work better than ordinary cleansers. Eating antioxidant-rich foods, like green tea, citrus, and leafy greens, may reduce oxidative stress. For clothes, a wash with baking soda or odor-neutralizing sprays helps. Curious if this scent has touched your life? Take a sniff, you might be surprised. And the next sign of aging? It could already be looking back at you from the mirror. 2. The belly that won't budge. Let's talk about something many men notice but few are thrilled about, a growing belly. Imagine this, you're bending to lace your shoes or button a shirt, and suddenly, it's a tighter squeeze. You're not overindulging in snacks, and you haven't abandoned the gym entirely, but your midsection seems to have a mind of its own. This isn't just about a few extra beers or holiday treats. As men age, their bodies shift in ways that make belly fat harder to fight. Metabolism slows, muscle fades, and hormonal changes, especially a drop in testosterone, encourage fat to cling stubbornly around the abdomen. Take Frank, a 76-year-old retired teacher who's always been active. In his younger days, he was as lean as a greyhound, chasing his kids and tackling hiking trails without breaking a sweat. But recently, he's been facing a new reality. One morning, he caught his reflection and barely recognized himself. His belly had expanded while his arms and legs seemed to shrink. "I haven't changed a thing," he'd mutter over his morning oatmeal. What Frank didn't realize was that his body had changed beneath the surface. As testosterone levels decline with age, the body loses muscle mass. Less muscle means fewer calories burned, and those unburned calories? They head straight to the belly. Science confirms what Frank noticed. Abdominal fat is more than just a cosmetic concern, it's a health hazard. This type of fat is metabolically active, releasing inflammatory chemicals that raise the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even cognitive decline. Frank could feel these effects creeping into his daily life. Simple tasks, tying his shoes or carrying groceries, became more exhausting. Studies show that older men with larger waistlines often report increased fatigue, joint pain, and restless sleep. But here's the good news: you're not powerless against the bulge. Resistance training, lifting weights or using resistance bands, can rebuild muscle and boost metabolism. Combine that with protein-rich foods like eggs, chicken, or beans to stay full and curb cravings. Swap sugary snacks for whole foods to prevent insulin spikes that store fat. Think of your belly like a balloon. Without action, it inflates. But with the right habits, you can deflate it. Notice your waistline expanding? You're not alone. If you're still reading, drop number 2 in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And stick around. The next sign might make you perk up your ears, literally. 3. The curious case of growing ears. Now, let's turn our attention to something far less talked about but just as astonishing: your ears. Have you ever looked at an old photograph and thought, wait a second, were my ears always that small? If so, you're not imagining things. Unlike muscles that shrink or fat that redistribute, your ears are on a lifelong mission of expansion. It's not some illusion or optical trick. This is biology at work. The cartilage in your outer ear, that flexible yet sturdy structure, doesn't know when to quit. It continues stretching and expanding with each passing decade. But that's not all. Gravity has a sneaky hand in this too, tugging those earlobes downward while aging skin loses its firmness, making them appear even larger. George, a 78-year-old retired teacher, discovered this unsettling truth most unexpectedly. One lazy, rainy afternoon, he decided to revisit the past through his wedding album. As he turned the pages, he suddenly stopped, staring at a younger version of himself. The man in the photograph had neat, proportionate ears, nothing out of the ordinary. But when George glanced at his reflection in the mirror, he was startled. His ears looked longer and heavier, as if time had gently but insistently pulled them down. His earlobes, once full and plump, now sagged slightly, like tired balloons losing their air. When did this happen? He wondered. The answer? Gradually, relentlessly, like the slow drip of water shaping a stone. Science confirms what George saw. Our ears grow at an average rate of about 0.08 inches per decade. By the time you reach 70 or 80, those tiny, imperceptible changes add up. The cartilage in your ears never stops growing, and with aging skin losing its elasticity, the effect becomes even more noticeable. It's a strange irony. While so many other parts of the body seem to shrink or weaken, our ears keep stretching as if trying to listen more intently to the wisdom of the years. Now, let's be clear, this isn't a medical crisis. Your ears aren't betraying you. But for some, this subtle change chips away at confidence. It's one of those quiet transformations that sneaks up on you, a reminder that aging plays by its own unpredictable rules. And the question naturally arises, can you stop it? The answer, not entirely. But you can certainly soften the effect. Hydrating your skin can help maintain its elasticity, and incorporating collagen-rich foods, like bone broth, fish, or citrus fruits, may provide extra support. Sunscreen is also a silent hero here, preventing UV damage that can accelerate sagging. At the end of the day, think of your ears as faithful old companions, always there, still listening, just a little more stretched by time. So, have you noticed this happening to you? If so, what other changes might be sneaking up on you? The next sign of aging is something you won't just see, you'll feel it in every step you take. Stay tuned. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. 4. The vanishing calves. Let's shift our gaze downward, way down, to a part of the body you probably haven't thought much about, your calves. These silent workhorses have carried you through a lifetime of steps, whether it was powering up hills, chasing after kids, or standing on your feet for hours. But one day, as you're pulling on your socks or catching a glimpse in the mirror, something feels off. The strong, well-shaped calves you once had seemed to have melted away. They're thinner, softer, almost like a faded memory of their former power. This isn't just about losing a little weight. There's something deeper happening beneath the surface. It's muscle atrophy, the gradual loss of muscle mass that sneaks in as we age, and once it starts, it's relentless if left unchecked. But why does this happen? The answer lies in your body's changing chemistry. As we get older, hormones like testosterone and growth hormone, those vital messengers that help build and maintain muscle, start to dwindle. Muscle repair slows down, and even if you were once an active person, that occasional walk around the block just doesn't challenge your legs like it used to. Circulation also takes a hit. Blood, which carries the oxygen and nutrients your muscles crave, flows less efficiently. Less blood means less fuel, and over time, those once strong calves begin to shrink. Robert knows this story all too well. A 75-year-old retired mechanic, he spent decades on his feet, wrenching on cars and moving with a steady strength that made his legs a point of pride. His calves, once hard as stone and envied by his younger co-workers, seemed untouchable. But when he hit his late 60s, he noticed a slow, unsettling change. The first sign was subtle. The stairs felt steeper. Standing up from his favorite armchair required more effort. The powerful spring in his step softened into a shuffle. "I just figured I was getting old," Robert admitted with a sigh. What he didn't realize was that his muscles were quietly wasting away, a casualty of both time and reduced movement. And here's the hard truth. This isn't just a cosmetic issue. Thinning calves come with real consequences. Studies show that as calf muscles weaken, balance suffers, the risk of falling skyrockets, and everyday movements become harder. Men with shrinking calves often tire faster, struggle to stay mobile, and, perhaps most painfully, begin to lose their independence. The body that once felt like a loyal machine can start to feel fragile, even unreliable. But here's the good news. You can fight back. Muscle loss may be common, but it's not inevitable. And the best part? You don't need a gym or fancy equipment to rebuild strength. Small, consistent actions can restore what time tries to take away. Something as simple as calf raises, lifting your heels off the ground, can wake up those sleeping muscle fibers. Walking on an incline, using resistance bands, or even standing on your toes while brushing your teeth gives your calves the signal to grow stronger. And don't forget about your diet. Protein is your best friend here. Foods rich in protein, like eggs, beans, and lean meats, provide the building blocks your muscles need to recover and thrive. Think of your calves like a garden. If you neglect them, they wither. But with care and attention, they can bloom again. Robert decided he wasn't ready to accept weakness as his new normal. He started small, just a few calf raises every morning while waiting for his coffee to brew. At first, it felt like nothing. But after a few weeks, something shifted. The stairs felt easier. Rising from a chair became less of a battle. And most importantly, his confidence in his body returned. "I never thought I'd get that strength back," he said, "but I did, and it feels good." So, when you glance at your calves, ask yourself, have they changed? If you've noticed them fading, now is the time to act. A few simple steps today can mean walking stronger tomorrow. And trust me, your future self will thank you. Still here and following along? Drop number 4 in the comments. I'd love to know you're on this journey with me. And if you think your calves are the only thing changing, just wait. There's more to uncover, and what comes next may surprise you. So, where does all of this leave you? We've uncovered some curious truths. Ears that never stop growing, calves that quietly shrink, a belly that settles with age, and even subtle scents that mark the passage of time. These changes might feel surprising, even a little unsettling, but they're also a testament to the years you've lived and the experiences you've gathered. Each sign tells a story that's uniquely yours. But here's the empowering part. You can shape how you age. Simple choices, whether it's staying active, nourishing your body with the right foods, or embracing these changes with grace, can make all the difference. You don't have to accept everything as inevitable. Small, mindful steps today can create a stronger, more vibrant tomorrow. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned from today's video that struck a chord with you? Is there a tip or insight you're planning to put into practice? Maybe it's adding calf raises to your morning routine, paying closer attention to skincare, or simply embracing the beauty of your evolving body. Whatever it is, share it in the comments below. Your experiences not only inspire others but also remind us all that we're in this together. And hey, if you found value in this journey through the subtle signs of aging, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, share it with someone who'd appreciate these insights, and subscribe to our channel for more wisdom to guide you through every stage of life. There's so much more to explore, and trust me, the best is yet to come. See you in the next one.